Welcome to the video version of the best-selling book, Attract Customers Now from Facebook, that you can get on Amazon. You're going to be learning simple, cost-effective marketing for entrepreneurs. My name is Bret Gregory, and I am super excited to be here with you today to teach you these simple, cost-effective marketing for entrepreneurs that we have used to grow our business to over $50,000, $60,000 a month in recurring revenue, all from customers that we get from Facebook. So a few tips, tricks, and resources for you. So there's a free membership insider ticket to Ask Me Anything on our exclusive live weekly webinar Facebook marketing series. You can go to attractcustomersnow.com. That's our web URL. attractcustomersnow.com/live class and register for free. This is our free weekly six-figure Facebook marketing class. It's taught by me live, and you can ask me any questions you want. Also, you can get some, for other free resources for you, you can right now go to www.profitfbads.com to get your free Facebook photo template. This is a viral photo template that you can get for free. And what you're going to be learning today is you're going to learn how to grow your email list from Facebook. You're going to learn how to fill any webinar with Facebook ads. You're going to learn my #1 technique to how we grew 3 Facebook pages to over 2 million fans, called the Global Ad Secret, and how we've done all of that all on Facebook. So let's get started with Chapter 1, your introduction. So just a little bit about me if we haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. My name's Bret Gregory. This is me back in 2006. I was a suit and tie guy. Many people who meet me now don't even recognize this version of me. And I had started my own successful financial advisory firm right out of college, and this is me after 10 years of growing the business, and by all objective measures we were successful. We made a lot of money for our clients, we made a lot of money for ourselves, but really my whole life and world was just all about making money, and there really wasn't much else to it. And then I had an event that changed my life forever. My 34-year-old brother Eric was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, and the doctors actually gave him 9 months to live, and almost exactly 9 months later to the day, he passed away peacefully in our Father's arms. This is his obituary in the San Diego Union. And that event changed my life forever. And I said, what am I doing working in a soul-sucking career and not dedicating my life to helping others? So I said, I'm not going to spend one more moment doing this. I cast off my suit and tie. I sold my successful financial advisory business that I started from scratch. I moved to Costa Rica. I bought a 164-acre rainforest. I literally bought a rainforest. We own a rainforest with 5 waterfalls. That's me on the right-hand side of one of our 5 waterfalls, with whitewater ocean views, for the purpose of building a super eco-friendly wellness community so that I could help others, anybody who is having any ailments, suffering, and people could come down to Costa Rica to heal themselves from within to the best of their body's abilities, so that no one would have to go through what my family went through, watching a loved one suffer and ultimately pass away. And so then this is in 2007, and at that point everything was great. I turned something that was really terrible into something extremely positive, and I had a new direction and a new focus and a new energy in my life focused on helping others. And I was really passionate about surfing, really passionate about being eco-friendly, wellness, and helping and serving others. And then we started, this is our website, CostaRicaWellness.com. And so we said, all right, let's go build this thing. So I had $2 million from the sale of my business. I purchased a $3 million piece of property, and then at that point everything seemed great until, if you remember what happened in 2008, the global financial crisis. And all of a sudden I couldn't find any customers anywhere, and I had to come up with exactly $1 million in 12 months or less, or I was going to lose everything. Now in 2008, there were no lenders, there were no angel investors, there were no ways to get real estate loans. There was nobody coming to the rescue for a speculative, eco-friendly wellness community development in Costa Rica. I mean, if you remember 2008, it was a bleak time for a whole lot of people, and I was getting really nervous that I was not going to be able to come up with this $1 million that I needed in 12 months. and I was going to lose absolutely everything. And everything we did for marketing did not work in 2008. When we would try and purchase ads, we would buy ads in International Living Magazine and in the New York Times. We would try to offer incentives to brokers. We would, I even hired a team out of India to do search engine optimization, and absolutely nothing worked. And I really thought we were going to lose everything. But then something interesting happened. Facebook hit 600 million users in 2008. And I said, you know what? I've got an eco-friendly wellness community. We're selling lots inside of our wellness community for $150,000 a piece. And I only need 7 customers to pay off our debt and save the business. And there's 600 million people on Facebook. I am going to spend every minute of every day on Facebook, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to find those customers. And that's exactly what I did. So I went onto Facebook and I made every mistake you could possibly make. I mean, for every technique that you're going to learn today, I had 20 techniques that failed miserably. I set up, easily 20 different Facebook pages and struggled just to even get 1,000 likes. But then I had one accidental success. I created this Facebook page called Costa Rica. And in a very short period of time, we grew it to 200,000 likes. It now has over 574,000 likes. And we were able to use this Facebook page to drive traffic back to our website. And through that process, we were able to build a very small email list. We got people back to our website. We got 2,500 emails. Not a huge email list. But out of those 2,500 emails, we got 20 people to fly down to Costa Rica from Europe, Canada, the United States to look at our property and as investors. And we ended up getting 7 customers. We made 7 sales for a total of $1.5 million. We saved the property. We saved the business. And what happened after that is a lot of my friends started asking me, hey, how did you do 1.5 million in sales to customers you met on Facebook? And I wanted to see if I could replicate this success. So I started another Facebook page called Yoga. And I use the same techniques like that you're about to learn, called the photo album stack and the global ad secret. And in a very short period of time, we grew one of the largest yoga Facebook pages in the world. We have now 1.3 million likes. And I said, okay, this works for a Facebook page called Costa Rica, works for a page called Yoga. What about my page? I'm an author, a speaker, a coach. Will it work for a page with my name on it? So I created this Facebook page, and in just 4 months, we went from 0 likes to over 200,000 likes. And we did it for about 3 cents a like using a technique called the global ad secret. And now this page generates over $50,000 a month in revenue, in recurring revenue, and sometimes it's quite a bit more than that. So the first question that I get from a lot of people is, are my customers on Facebook? And the answer is that with over 1.4 billion people on Facebook, we find that most people will have some customers on Facebook. Some people come to me and say, oh, my customers are over the age of 65, and that I don't think they really are on Facebook. Well, people over the age of 65 are actually the fastest growing segment of Facebook users. So the bottom line is, with that many people on Facebook, you can find customers on Facebook. The next question we get is, how can I make money on Facebook? And the answer is unequivocally yes. However, what I see is the vast majority of small business owners and entrepreneurs don't make any money on Facebook. It's not because it's not possible. It's just because they haven't followed a step-by-step process of a process that actually is working in a proven process. The next question that I get is, how can I build my community on Facebook? How can I build my tribe and community on Facebook? Well, what I found is that Facebook is actually one of the very best places to build a tribe and build a community and build a following. And we're going to go into the details about how you can do exactly that with some of the techniques that you're about to learn. But I found that building an online community is not only fun, it can be incredibly rewarding, incredibly fulfilling, and incredibly lucrative. All these people you see here who attended my live event first met me on Facebook. The next statement I get from a lot of people is a lot of people say, you know what, I do not have time for this. And what I see that people don't have time for is they don't have time to waste on Facebook. And I agree with that 1,000%. I don't believe that you on here or any of us have time to waste on Facebook. But if you follow the techniques that I'm going to lay out for you today, that most of these techniques can be done in 15 minutes a day. Some take a little bit longer, some take a little bit shorter. But if you don't do what everybody else does on Facebook, which is read what other people are having for lunch and sit on the news feed and look at every single last little post and read comments, that's the waste of time that I believe none of us have time for. Instead, what I'm going to show you to do is strategically use your time on Facebook. Again, once you get things up and running, it can be done in about 15 plus minutes a day. And that's how you can leverage your time on Facebook as opposed to waste your time on Facebook. The next thing that I see people saying to me is, you know what, I don't have the money to spend on Facebook ads. And one thing that I'll mention is, when we're in business, we do have to make investments in our business. And I spend quite a bit of money on Facebook ads, but that's only because I make money off of the Facebook ads. So if you're able to start out with $5 a day or $10 a day, and you can sustain that, we can show you how to turn that money into real traffic, real email addresses, real prospective customers, so that you can make a profit off of that investment. So why would you bother with Facebook in the first place? And again, going back to people who are telling us that, you know what, my customers aren't on Facebook. And this was a Nielsen study. Nielsen is one of the largest rating firms in the world, and they did a study where they looked at people's behaviors and habits who are going to Google and Facebook. Now, Google's the number one, has more traffic than any other website in the world. Facebook is number two, but here's the interesting thing. People spend much, much more time on Facebook. So think about it for a second. When you go to Google something, you just Google something and then you go to that page, that thing that you were looking for. You don't hang out on Google's homepage. But Facebook is completely different. People will go on Facebook and they'll just stay logged in forever sometimes. People will be constantly logged in on their phones. They'll be constantly logged in on their computers. They spend far more time on Facebook. That means this is where our customers are. There are 1.4 billion people spending an enormous amount of time on Facebook. So this is where we want to go and look for them and do the things necessary to get them to come to us. So that is chapter 1, and now we're going to head off to chapter 2, where you're going to learn word of mouth marketing. We'll see you in the next chapter.